When's the last time you sat for even 15 minutes and pondered prayerfully what you could do for somebody else? That's one of those Selah. Let's think about that for a minute. Now, I have formed that habit over the last number of years, and I can tell you, when I do, and I'm being very honest, the more I think about what I can do for somebody else as God starts showing me little things, I actually start to get really excited. And I can tell you that when you feel that excitement, that's the approval of the Spirit of God, saying, yep, I like this.
I first met Roja and her younger brother Mahesh in May of 2007. It was Roja and Mahesh that drew Joyce Meyer Ministries' attention to the critical need for a home for children whose parents had died of AIDS in our Chandrakal hospital. Roja and Mahesh lost their father and soon after their mother to AIDS. It was also discovered that both Roja and Mahesh had been infected at birth with the AIDS virus, HIV. An illness that not only endangers a child's health, but carries a stigma that is so great in India that it often means total abandonment. Their lives shattered by AIDS and its stigma, and with no place to go, Roja and Mahesh were temporarily living in a broom closet at the hospital, desperate measures to do whatever it took to care for these children. Roja and Mahesh's rescue resulted in Joyce Meyer Ministries' Home of Hope for children who are orphaned and currently living with HIV and AIDS. Sadly, Roja also lost her brother to the disease, but she would not be alone. Today, Roja is a strong, beautiful woman who is intensely driven to become a doctor. We talked briefly about her memories of the hospital.
When you came, we met first time at this place. We sat here and we played bubbles.
We did.
Yeah, I remember that much.
I can't believe you even remember that because you were so little.
Yeah. When we met first time, only this hospital, and other side, if we see other side, it is look like a jungle forest.
Because the children's home wasn't there yet.
Not built yet.
Wow. And where were you living then?
We lived in that inside the hospital. There is one room.
And you were with your sweet little brother at that time.
Yes.
And you were so tiny, and there was people here to take care of you, but you were kind of alone and on your own.
Yeah.
You showed me all around the hospital, and you showed me where everything was. You knew more about the hospital than the doctors and nurses did, I think, at that time. What was it that made you want to do that too?
By seeing patients.
Wanting to help?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is rewarding to hear how God has allowed Joyce Meyer Ministries to significantly impact thousands of children's lives in our homes and feeding programs by helping them to become whatever they want to be, whether it's a doctor or a cricket player. I'm also reminded of God's promise in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Sometimes we don't realize how one moment will leave a lifelong impression on a child's heart, and of course, on our own. I know when I look back throughout the years of traveling to Hand of Hope children's homes and feeding programs, Roja and the children at Chandrakal will be one of my most cherished memories.